question is from somebody who is newly licensed, it looks like. They said, I am officially licensed with Berkshire Hathaway here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am 22 years old and wanted to know your advice for starting real estate so young. I love the company, but am the youngest by far. So I got into the business when I was 18, so I went through this a lot, but Spencer also was young. He joined me a few years after I got licensed. I think you were like 21.
Yeah.
Were you 21?
Yeah,
so he was still young, but when he got his license, I got questioned a lot more about my age, and he really never got questioned, and still doesn't. You know, he never got questioned even though he was really young when he got licensed. And there's 3 things why I believe that's the case. The first one was he simply was confident. He was very confident. He would walk into situations, he didn't question himself, and so the sellers didn't question him. And secondly, he dressed very, very professional all the time, even if it was just, you know, something that didn't require being dressed that fancy. He always had nice suits on, and because of the way he dressed, people assumed he was much older than he was. And thirdly, but probably most importantly, but they're all important, is he over-prepared. He was over-prepared for every appointment and did just an over-the-top job for all of his clients. And so I think it was all of those 3 things combined that made them not even question you.
Well, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
That's like a compliment within itself. But also, I mean, seriously, if you're a listener out there and you're another real estate agent and maybe you got into the business young and you're still getting that question, YouTube it. But then also, Brian Costello, he's really good. I like following him on YouTube as well. There's a lot of people. I know, but he's a really big door knocker.
Yeah.
And when I first got into real estate, he was just one of the handful that I listened to and watched. And he said everything he does, he's always in a suit, you know. And that's something I really grasped on. And, you know, if you only have one suit, that's okay. Go get like 3 different colored dress shirts to put under it, and you'll be set. And rotate them. Not just saying a suit makes you, but it's how you feel too. You know, I remember, and I revert this back to when I was doing athletics, is if you feel good, you perform good. If you know, it's one of those things. And so I was looking good, I felt good, so then I performed good. I wore my brand, I wore my thing, and I created a brand for myself that made me feel so confident there's nobody else that can compete with me and that's better than me. And I just revert that to real estate. There is no other agent better than you are. And now I'm talking confidence, if you haven't picked that one up. There's no other agent better than you, has a better presentation, has a better comp analysis, and that's where the over-preparedness comes into play. Because you've put in the work, you've put in the effort, and guess what? It's okay not to know all the questions. It really is. You get a question from a seller that you just don't know, don't just make something up off the top of your head. I've never really wanted to do that. And a really good response is, which you can find online anywhere, how to respond when you get asked that prompt, is, you know what? I don't know that right now, but let me get back to you in an hour. I can email or text it to you.
And that brings in the importance of having a great company and principal broker that's backing you, that you can turn to find the answer to. So you need those people in your life. That's important.
They're all part of your team, and that's where your branding is everything for you. And the people that you surround yourself with is only going to grow you as an individual, but then also grow you as a professional within real estate. That is our ultimate goal. I shared this a while back. I listened to a guest speaker with the Ritz-Carlton Hotel chain, and everything is professional with them. And the way they structure their business, the way they talk to people, the way they book clients. It's so professional that it's flawless, and that is what my goal is and was to bring to our business, especially when we first started.